Órale, Cholo Trucker Más Movies and Shows, and here we got the movie, The Rocket. The Rocket came out in 2018. It is an hour and 29 minutes long. You can find this movie on Tubi, Amazon Prime, and YouTube. I went ahead and I saw it on Amazon Prime. Let's get to the description. A high school football star suffers a severe head injury and loses his entire life plan. In his search to find a new way to prove himself, he joins the cross country team and pushes towards greatness again. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes has this movie at 67%. All right, let me go in and say this, man. I never heard of this movie. This movie's pretty low budget, okay? And the acting isn't that good either. I mean, there's, certain actors in this movie that are pretty bad. And like I said, it's a little bit low budget. The story is incredibly good. Now, I'm not saying the movie's good. I'm saying the story is incredibly good. And it sucks because this could be a really damn good movie. If somebody would have put the right money behind it, it would have been a damn good movie, man. Um, but the movie for me itself, the story I should say, kept me interested. So basically, man, you have a father-son relationship here where the father won a state championship. You know, they're from a small town, and in those small towns, man, like high school football is everything, right? So the father won a state championship, I believe, back in like 77 or something like that. And he's showing his little son, his little kid, like, hey, look at this, man. You know, your dad did it, and all the grades. And it's like you're a legend in that small town when you become a high school football player. It's one of those towns. And this is based on a true story. And a few years later, it fast forwards to when his son, Josh, who's the main actor in the movie or the main character, uh, gets into high school, his freshman year of high school. So the reason why it's called the Rocket is the fact because that's the way he trains with his father. His father is a teacher at school. At the same time, he's the high school football coach. So he shoots rockets to the sky, and his son runs out there to catch them because as they come falling down. So what happens? Like I said, the movie it's pretty low budget, man. It really kind of it's hard to stay engaged, but the story is incredible. So he has this injury. So his father's extremely tough on him. Wants him to be the leader, wants him to be the guy, right? And he is, right? He's the star. Everybody's looking at him like, wow, this kid's going somewhere, okay? And he ends up having this accident on a trailer. They're riding in the back of a trailer. He jumps off the vehicle and he has a severe head injury. Usually, when you see movies like this, it's usually an injury on the football field. But no, this was actually an injury off the field. And basically, man, the doctor had told him, look, you're going to recover 100%, but you cannot do any contact sports anymore. No boxing, no wrestling, no hockey, no football, no anything that you get take any shots. And that kind of altered his life because he really believed, along with his father, who really pushed him through his entire life leading up to that point, that you will be a football player. And it looked like that's the way he was going down. He was a huge star, right? Um, but now it's like now you can't play. So, he finds cross country, or I should say, cross country finds him, right? The coach comes up to him and says, hey, why don't you join the cross country team? He knows nothing about it. He's completely oblivious to what cross country is. He doesn't know the lingo. He has to learn everything. And, he has a little bit of a hard time fitting in with the new crew. And at the same time, letting go of the old crew. The football players are, some of those like cool guy kids and stuff. And he realizes, like, man, he's not really part of that group anymore, right? At the same time, the cross country guys, some of them don't really, take lightly to him just coming in and joining in. It's like, dude, you're a football player. Like, you're not one of us, man. So he has that battle. At the same time, he has the battle with his father does not want him to do cross country. His father is just saying, look, Why don't you just stay in school and just study, and that's it. Leave sports alone, right? And he actually falls in love with cross country and really wants to compete. He really wants to go to state. He really wants to win a championship. And his father's not having it. His father's like, well, you know what? You know, we got practice because his father remains the high school football coach. So, it's one of those relationships, man, that there becomes a little bit of a chasm between him and his father. He tries to get his father to back him up in cross country, but his dad's nowhere to be found. So, it's a like I said, it's a good story, but not that good of a movie. But the story is what kept me engaged, and that's what made me like the movie. It's just there's not a lot of money behind it. The acting isn't good. Some I should say a lot of the acting is terrible, but the story's really good. I mean, I would love for somebody to remake this movie, but put some money behind it because this could be an incredible story, man. Because it is an incredible story. But yeah, man, I liked it, the story, but a bad movie. So you guys make your decision there. Cholo Trucker, Moss Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.